Welcome to the channel. This is your boy Coach Charles on the Soccer Benchmark. This is a preview of United against Brentford. This is a game that is really poised to be a cracker. And I'm saying this because the pressure on Ten Hag is not easy. The pressure is up there, and he's up against a coach that is looking into taking his job. So Thomas Frank is not coming to Old Trafford uh, as a Brentford coach per se. He's coming to United looking at a situation whereby he can basically replace Ten Hag because his style of play, his philosophy, his consistency. You will see there's a plan always to what they do. And if you look at the lineup that Brentford is going to put out there, they have really good ball players. They have a strong defense. They have a very, very fast, quick and strong offensive lineup, championed by Mbeumo. In fact, Mbeumo has really surprised many people because he's scored, 5 goals already? And you'll realize that this is a team that you do not give them that time. So how can United survive Brentford? Now, there are things that United need to do, the basics that they need to do. First of all, ensure that Brentford do not get that early goal. Because these guys have been scoring a goal within 1 minute of a game. And in fact, there are predetermined moves that Brentford use, meaning that they train on this on a daily basis. 4-5 touches and the ball is in the net in the first few minutes of a game. So United need to ensure that they do not concede this early goal. Because if this happens, Brentford will be very comfortable sitting back, just waiting for United to half and puff until 90 minutes. And they can defend for the entire 90 minutes. That is why United need to ensure that there is no early goal at Old Trafford. If this happens, the situation will be very, very different because now United will be chasing the game and these guys have very good forward line that can be able to run down on defenders. They are good on headers, and Mbeumo is on fire. If you add Wissa there in the second half when he's brought in, or that is if he's fit, I can assure you that the Brentford game is not going to be pretty for Manchester United and Eric Ten Hag. Now, another situation that United need to avoid very, very, very much is giving them a set plays, like free kicks, corner kicks, such plays, because they have very big Danish players in that team. In fact, they have a Danish core that is very strong, that they really need to ensure do not have that easy run on goal. And if you give them those free chances of free kicks and corners, it is going to be hard for United. This is a situation that Eric Ten Hag must work out, and he must find a lineup that really handles this situation. Because Old Trafford needs to start celebrating something, and this celebration must start with Brentford. If Brentford beats United at Old Trafford, then the pressure on Ten Hag will be unbelievable. It will be over the moon. And remember, after Brentford, United are heading to Turkey, and Turkey they are against one of their former coaches in Jose Mourinho. You see, this is a coach that knows United in and out, the frailties, the weaknesses, the strengths, and it will not be easy. So one game at a time, and by one game at a time I mean this Brentford game must be ticked, and it should be a positive tick on United, a green on the win sheet to ensure that the team goes forward. Now, Brentford can also hold on to the ball. So United must be ready to be compact because these guys can pass the ball around, they can run, they can possess. They are strong on the tactic, and their technicalities are also very good. So United need to be very, very wary of this team. Now, when I look at United, the lineup will be almost the same guys. Yeah? But the only person that I'm sure about that will start is Onana in goal. Once we have Onana in goal, I'm looking at Dalot on the right back, Delete as a 5, Johnny Evans, because of his strong showing against Aston Villa, being man of the match at 36 years old, I think he should be given a shout since he did not also participate in the international break for his country, having retired. So I think he's up there, he's strong, he's ready. United should gamble with Martinez at left back because this is a left-footed player who is able to play that position. There is no need of changing or putting another player who is not left-footed. Just put the square peg in square holes, not vice versa. Not square pegs in round holes. So with Martinez on the left, I'm looking at Ugarte and Eriksen starting in midfield. But Casemiro will be a choice for me, if you would ask me. Because if you have Ugarte and Casemiro and Bruno, then in front you have Rashford, Hojlund, and Ahmad. I think the team will look really strong because Casemiro and Ugarte need to be ready for hard tackles, because the Brentford team will not make it easy for any midfielder that United will field. So I feel Eriksen will come short against his Danish colleagues, because they know him also from the Danish national team. So I'll prefer Casemiro and Ugarte, and then Bruno as a 10. Now, Hojlund is back, but his form is still very, very, very down. I don't think it is a crime in starting with Zaxi. As much as Zaxi is not giving as much, he's a candidate for the set piece situations, whereby when we have corners, when you have dead ball situations, he's able to work for the team. He's tall, he's huge, he can head the ball, and that is also a situation that United can look at. But I'm pinning my hope on Hojlund to start, and Rashford and Ahmad on the other wing. Now, what can win us this game? This game will only be won when the team plays as a unit. Remember the Villa game, but now add goals. Add goals in that setup. Because at Villa, United were very compact. There was communication. There was a lot of intensity. Players were interested. Players were playing for each other. So if we bring that to Old Trafford this Saturday against Brentford, and then we add goals to that, I don't think Brentford should be able to get any points. Now the bookies have United winning this game, but with the injuries that we have, Harry Maguire is out there, the big guy. He was on form, but he got injured. Mazuri will not start. I don't think he's ready. After the heart procedure, maybe it should be decided soon, but I don't think he's ready for this game. Malacia is the other player that could come in, but he's been out for over 1.5 years out there, injured. I don't think the game of this magnitude and intensity will fit him. So I think United should just stick to Martinez on the left and Dalot on the right. Let the players play on their strengths, because Dalot is a very, very good right back. He's one of the best right back around. So if you put it on his position and let him play right, I don't think there'll be a problem in that case. Now we have substitution cases like Garnacho may come in later in the game when the game is stretched. I think he gives a lot of the width and the directness and the goal threat. He's able to provide such situations in tense moments. So I think he's a candidate for a second half. Now, this game will have loved Maino to be present, but Maino also seemed to have picked some injury, and I don't think he's ready for this game. This kid is going places, but his absence will create a situation whereby United must now stick with either Casemiro or Eriksen in the middle. And yes, they are good players, but Maino gives you more so in legs, in tackles, in passes, composure, at such a tender age. Now, defense should be compact. I think the only way that United can win this game is to ensure that these guys do not venture in their final third, more so on a counter-attack situation, because of the speed that they possess. If you look at our defenders, they may not, defensive partnership of Delete and Evans may not be that fast. They may be a bit slow. So we should be very much wary of giving them room to counter. And that is a situation that I think the coach will work out. Now, this is a do or die for Eric Ten Hag. Eric Ten Hag must just deliver at Old Trafford. And this is a game that is coming quick and fast on a Saturday at 3 p.m. UK time. So the coach needs to be ready for this. He should be ready. Otherwise, he'll be signing his own obituary. United has yearned for results, and we are looking up to this game to provide that. But if the coach is not ready to push, to instill, to insist on players doing the right thing at the right time, using the right tactics, the right game plans, and the right discipline, unnecessary red cards and yellow cards should be avoided, and the team should be fine. Now, I am rooting for United to win, but my hopes are not that high. It is more of a 6 out of 10 kind of feeling because of the results we've had over the past few games. What happens if United do not win this game? I think now Ineos will be pushed to make some changes at the management level. Always the manager is the one under pressure because the players are sellable assets. You can sell a player and recoup some money, but for the manager there is no room for such. Only in very few cases that managers are bought out. However, I'm a United fan and I'm looking forward to a game that may be on the edge, but it's very much winnable. Thank you very much for watching. This is your boy Coach Charles on the Soccer Benchmark. If you've not subscribed to the channel, we are building this thing brick by brick, day by day. Click on the subscribe button, give me a like, give me a comment, and let's play football the United way.